All right, y'all. So I gotta readily admit that this video is really for those who want nothing more than a good Kiki today. Okay. This is, and it's a spoiler alert. Okay. It's a spoiler for what's going to happen in this week's episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. Again, I reiterate, only watch this video if you want a tiny little kiki, okay? Because we about to play into the mess real quick, okay? It's gonna be a quick hit and run, okay? A hit and run. Now, baby, let me tell you something. Really, this whole this whole video is really an explanation about a scene that's about to go down. Consider it an anatomy of a scene, okay? We're going to break the scene down just a little bit. But the thing that really takes me out is
Yeah,
this.
no, it went to that bunion in your toe. That's why it looked like that.
So now
Listen, I shouldn't be laughing. Er, I mean, I know plenty of people with the bunions. You know what I'm saying? It's not, I mean, I mean, listen, they got the surgery now that can get rid of the bunions. I mean, you can do all kinds of things. They have the little things on Amazon that will help you separate the toes to decrease the likelihood that it turns into a full blown bunion. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. But let's get down to the real nitty gritty of the scene because I want to ask you guys this question. So in this scene, I actually saw this on OMFG reality TV. It's a scene where Ashley is having a conversation with Karen. Now, in this scene, as you guys know, we tend to like to break down the scenes, and let me put up the little spoiler icon right here. But I wanted to ask you guys a question. So last week, I mean, and I wanted to do this in fairness, right? Because last week we talked about how I really did not like what Ashley did when she questioned Nneka about the Osu article that mentioned Wendy and her family. And then when she reported it back to Wendy, she tried to make it seem as though it was Nneka who had alluded to, you know, Wendy potentially being Osu, right? When in actuality, Nneka simply explained what Osu meant. And she says that she did not know if that was, Wendy or her family's case, but she knew that it wasn't for her. Now, I told you guys how I felt about it. I felt like it just seemed kind of crazy that she would do that because now we're also playing into an area that is really unfamiliar territory for a lot of us. But for people who are of Nigerian descent, this is something that is very serious. So I don't like the aspect of playing with culture as entertainment, although I understand that story, okay, can include aspects of culture. So I'm not, blind to that fact. And if you're gonna have two Nigerian women on the show, then culture is definitely going to play a part in that, right? So the better thing to do, in my opinion, if you wanted to bring an article that was out there to the show, would have been to straight up ask Wendy herself, hey, I saw this article. I've seen it maybe once or twice or whatever the case may be. And I asked Nneka what it meant, but really, honestly, I should have been asking you what it meant. In the spirit of us becoming closer and being transparent, I think that that would have been the friendliest thing to do in that situation. However, in this scene right here, Ashley is admitting to Karen that she herself may have put a little extra sauce, okay, on the nuggets. Okay. So I just was like, interesting. Now, knowing that this scene is coming up, do you guys still feel like you felt about Ashley? Obviously, we don't know where this whole story is going, and the scene really doesn't give us that much clarity. I just think it was hilarious watching Karen's reactions, some of which we're going to watch right now.
I was just thinking about,
And in order to do this, y'all know how we do. This video may not even stay up very long. I just wanted to have a good kiki kaka with you guys this morning. And typically when we break down these scenes, we always have to discuss in between so that we can adhere to the YouTube policies, right?
I had this conversation with Nneka first.
Okay.
And we were just kind of like chatting about this stuff about Wendy, and that she was like Osu or something. And I didn't know what any of it was.
You can already see it on Karen's face. She knows.
So yeah,
So what's
Nneka
Osu?
educated me. Essentially, it's like an outcast. So then I told Wendy that we had talked about it. I think that when we were
It's Karen's face for me. It's Karen's face because Karen, I feel like she knows already where this is going.
chatting about it, I may have implied that to Wendy that
Look at that side eye. The side eye says it all for me right there. It's that side eye for me.
to Wendy that Nneka was like sort of implying that Wendy was Osu.
Okay, so clearly, as if we're doing like an anatomy of a scene, right? The producers nailed it right there. You know they got to throw in a little music and whatnot to make it extra jazzy.
Nneka said she was Osu?
No, I said she may have implied that she was
No, she did not imply that she was Osu. She never implied that that woman was Osu.
Osu.
What did Nneka say?
Here's the thing, Nneka didn't say anything.
I could literally stop the video right here, right? I can stop it right here because we know that. So we'll get a little flashback of exactly what happened, right? You know, a little wooty woo.
So you made this up.
Karen is like, so you made it up. Look at Ashley. Yep. Yep. Did I do that?
Were you being messy?
No, I misremembered.
Okay.
After
I misremembered. Is that a word?
the Jose was out of my veins.
She said after the Jose was out of her veins. Girl. First of all, why are you drinking the Jose? I feel like you married to Michael Darby. Okay? Still married. Now, I know she like the Coronas and whatnot, but baby girl, like, can we graduate above the Jose? I mean, the peoples is drinking the Casamigos right now. I mean, I think they off the Patron. Like, you don't really hear about that no more, but I don't never hear nobody talking about no Jose unless you in college. And no shade to Jose, but I ain't drinking it. Like, at this stage, why are we drinking that Jose? Like, am I being bougie? Y'all let me know if I'm being bougie in the comment section because I just can't. I can't hide it.
I started to remember the situation differently. I
Did you? Did you? Did you?
think I put too much sauce on it and I implied that Nneka was the one who brought it up, and that's not right. I feel really guilty about it, and I do want to set that record straight.
Very good. Now, how do you guys feel any differently about Ashley as a result of where she has recognized what she has done? Or do you think that this is only the case because someone called her out, like maybe production? But we know that the confessionals don't happen until much later. So I don't know. She could have been saying she wanted to make it right in the confessional because at that point in time, she had been reminded. I don't know. We got to see where it's playing out. How it's playing out, I guess I should say.
Girl, Ashley got a wooden leg. When she drink, it goes straight to her big toe and stay there. I'm like, oh, it's gone to my head. No, it went to that bunion in your toe. That's why it looked like that.
So now I just have to sort of like
Leave it to Karen to come to us with the Phaedra level shade. Karen, as a narrator, to me, it finally hit me, reminds me a little bit of Phaedra in how she delivers her shade because it just kind of comes out of nowhere and typically comes as a result of excellent narration. And I absolutely love it. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this little scene. I don't know if I'm gonna leave this video up. I just wanted to do something for fun today. It's Saturday, so I was like, it's the weekend. You know what I mean? So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. And of course, I will catch you in the next video.